You are looking live at Lee Pitts Live on Fox 4. And we're in the middle of the action as always. Yes, that's a live band performing that you hear. We're at the Black Girls Rock After Party 2018. And we're gonna get this done. This gentleman right here is a school board candidate for District 5. Moses. Is it Moses James? Moses
Jackson.
Moses Jackson. A member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity.
A5.
An author, an educator, and a man who's concerned about the community. And we need to do what we can to get him in office. He's making his debut on Lee Pitts Live right now. And he got a chance to go out and support the women in our community at Black Girls Rock. So without further ado, first of all, how did you like Black Girls Rock tonight?
I thought the event was amazing. It is amazing. Just to see the ladies get together and celebrate one another. I mean, so often you hear about the drama, you hear about the negativity, but to see other women celebrate each other and women of color celebrate each other was a beautiful thing.
I think we need to get a Black Men Rock.
Hey, I thought about that, a Black Men Rock.
Black Men Rock.
I thought about that.
We got to make that happen. Man, you've been everywhere. You got a chance to come to the Lee Pitts Live after work event. You're everywhere. You're touching the community, and you're blowing all up on social media. And now you get ready to blow up to another level. The community is very vital and important to you. I can tell when those girls were up on the stage performing, those youths, that you were zeroed in on them. Tell us about your passion about kids and youth.
Man, my passion, well, I started out in Orlando at my old church up there, and one of the things that I asked my pastor at the time, I said, hey, I feel like God is calling me into ministry, and the first thing he said was get involved, find something to do. He didn't tell me what to do, he said find something to do. So I found myself working with the youth, found myself working with the young men, found myself working in men's ministry, prison ministry, and it came from there. First, when I started after college, I was looking at getting into the insurance industry, and a mentor at the time told me, he said, look, Moses, look at education. Look at education. And I'm so glad that I took his advice, because I've been in education ever since. I actually started out in Orlando in the Drop Back In program, which is a program designed to help students outside of the public school system for whatever reason, to help them get their high school diplomas.
Tell us where you went to college and all of that.
I went to college at DeVry University in Orlando. I graduated with my bachelor's in business management and entrepreneurship. So basically, when I got out of college, my mind was more so on business, on managing. However, until I spoke and sat down with my mentor, he said, Moses, look at education. I took his words and I ran with them, and I'm so glad I did, because I've been in education about 5-6 years now.
What do you do in education?
Right now, I currently teach at Dunbar High School. I teach 9th grade technology, so basically my students are learning hands-on how to use Microsoft Word, how to use Microsoft PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, skills that they'll be using in the real world. They have to use Word to build a resume, to write a cover letter, PowerPoint presentation, teaching them those presentation skills. So right now I'm currently at Dunbar High School.
That's a well-respected Microsoft certified high school, well-respected technical school. So that says a lot about you. What inspired you to put your hat in the arena of politics?
Well, it's always been there. I knew, because my heart is advocacy. I love to advocate. I love to help people that I feel is being mishandled. It bothers me to see people being mishandled. So being that my heart is in that area, You know, I started out as an assistant teacher. I became a full-time teacher, and even in the classroom, advocating for my students. So it's always been there. I just wanted to go the route of being a part-time teacher, a full-time teacher, and getting to know and getting familiar with my coworkers and people that I'll be representing. So I put my name in the hat back in January to run for the school board.
Now, District 5, would that be mostly, that would be Lehigh area? Tell us what District 5 is.
District 5 comprises your Alva, Buckingham, Lehigh, majority Lehigh area. So I started out in District 4 because when you're a candidate, it goes by your residence, the area you live in. My family is growing, beautiful family is growing. So we were able to find a home to accommodate us in District 5. So I'm making the announcement and letting everybody know Moses Jackson is making the drive to District 5.
Making the drive. Is that your slogan?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Moses Jackson is making the drive to District 5.
My man. Yeah. Moses, what are some key things you're going to try to, if you're elected on the school board, which will be a groundbreaking event, what are some challenges that you see ahead, and how you, the top 3 challenges for the Lee County School District, and how you plan to be a change agent to help in those challenges?
Well, first thing, I believe our students should finish school job ready. Getting back into the vocational and learning how to use your hands to be something and do something constructive. There's nothing wrong with being a plumber, electrician, an architect, and everything is pushing college, which is great, which is fine. However, there are still a number of students that may not go to college, and even of those that do go, 68% of those students who begin a 4-year degree program, they don't finish. So they leave that situation with debt and wasted time. So we need to get back to the basics. Get back to the basics, vocational skills. The next thing is mental health. Mental health is a big thing. Our students need so much. Family has a different definition, and we have to, as teachers, have to be a family, an extension, a surrogate. If we have to be that to our students, and then we're able to teach, and then we're able to be effective with them. And then resource equity. Resource equity is basically fair pay, fair education. Right now, teachers start out with $40,000. You know, and the funny thing is, somebody told me, where they asked me, how would I be able to supplement my income as a board member since I won't be able to teach and be the board? And I was like, they didn't know that board members make a little bit more than teachers. So we need to do something as far as teacher salary. There's an issue, a national issue that's spreading like a wildfire as teachers are protesting wages. We need to figure out, we have to be creative.
Now, if you become a school board member, you can't no longer be a school teacher in the district.
Correct.
Right, you'll be sitting up there.
Yeah, it'll be a conflict.
That's cool.
Yes, sir.
The fact that you are out here right now, we hear all this soulful music going on in the background. We got a beautiful band. Let's go ahead. We're going to pan around and take a look at that band while we continue to talk. The fact that you're sitting around here, what does it say about you and your commitment to being in the community?
I'm home right now. This is my home. And I'm so happy to look around and see we're having a good time. Nobody's getting hurt. Nobody's arguing, fussing, and fighting. We're having a good time. Look at everybody up there dancing right now. This is my home, and I'm so glad to be back, to be able to celebrate and take part of the great things that are happening. There are great things happening in this community, and I want to be a part of that.
I want to give you the opportunity, before we wrap this up, give you the opportunity to say something to Karen Spear, the creator and founder of Black Girls Rock here in Southwest Florida. What would you like to say to her?
I would like to say, keep rocking. Keep rocking. You have a heart of gold. This was my first time attending the Black Girls Rock event, and I enjoyed it. Like I said, just to see women of color celebrating each other, giving each other awards, standing ovations, that is something that is monumental. And I love your heart, your energy, your effort, your passion. Whatever I can do, let me know. Moses Jackson.
This is Moses Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, candidate for District 5, Lee County School Board. Remember that name when you get out to vote. Look him up on social media. What's your website?
www.jackson4u.org. That is Jackson, the number 4, the letter U.org.
We'll be right back with some of the honorees from Black Girls Rock.
You have been entertained by Tampa Songs.